Have you ever paused to wonder why, in an era of unparalleled connectivity, so many of us still feel a profound sense of loneliness? Despite being surrounded by the buzz of social networks and endless streams of communication, a deep yearning for genuine connection persists, leaving us to grapple with an age-old paradox. How can we feel so isolated amidst such togetherness? It's a poignant question that cuts to the core of our human experience, especially in today's rapidly evolving world. Imagine finding solace, not in the latest app or trend, but in the enduring wisdom of ancient philosophy. What if the answers we seek to alleviate this silent epidemic of loneliness lie within the timeless teachings of Stoicism? This venerable philosophy, cherished by some of history's greatest thinkers, provides not only a framework to confront adversity, but also a path to a life filled with meaning, connection, and inner peace. At Stoic Quotes 365, we believe that the ancient insights of Stoicism hold the key to navigating our modern struggles with loneliness and depression. In this video, we'll uncover how Stoic principles can transform our understanding of connection and contentment, offering practical strategies to cultivate a rich, fulfilling life, even amidst the chaos of today's world. Whether you've felt the sting of loneliness or are simply curious about enhancing your sense of inner peace, you're in the right place. Join us on this enlightening journey as we explore the profound and practical applications of Stoic wisdom. Together, we'll delve into the heart of these ancient teachings and discover how they can bring us closer to a life of joy and fulfillment. If you find value in our exploration, please like this video, subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps us grow and continue to bring you inspiring content. Let's embark on this journey of wisdom and connection together. Number 1. Embracing movement. When you hear the word movement, what comes to mind? Jogging at dawn, yoga sessions, or perhaps hitting the gym? While these are all valid forms of movement, let's delve deeper into its essence. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers devoted to wisdom and resilience, perceived movement as something profoundly intrinsic to human existence. They weren't just focused on physical fitness. Instead, they viewed movement as a way to harmonize with the world around us. Imagine moving your body not merely to build muscle or lose weight, but to connect with the very essence of life. Each stretch, each mindful walk is more than a physical act. It's a dialogue with your soul. It's like sending a signal to every part of your being that says, "We're in this together." Every time you stretch your arms toward the sky or take a long, deliberate walk, you're not just moving, you're conversing with your soul, telling yourself, "I respect you, I'm listening to you, and I'm here for you." This form of movement transcends physicality. It's emotional, spiritual, and immensely powerful. But here's the kicker. Embracing movement, as the Stoics did, doesn't require fancy equipment or a gym membership. It's about integrating movement into your daily life in a natural and joyful way. Consider the simple act of taking the stairs instead of the elevator, dancing to your favorite song in the living room, or stretching during a break at work. These actions make movement a celebration of what your body can do, rather than a punishment for what you ate for dinner. Imagine a day when you feel particularly disconnected. By choosing to move, even in the simplest ways, you release endorphins, those feel-good hormones that illuminate your brain like a Christmas tree. Beyond the biochemical benefits, movement anchors you to the present moment, connects you to the world around you, and taps into your inner strength. It's a potent reminder that you're alive, capable, and more resilient than you might realize. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, practiced this philosophy of movement. They walked in nature to clear their minds, stretched their bodies to stay connected with their physicality, and moved with intention to align their thoughts and actions. By embracing movement, we adopt a Stoic practice that helps combat loneliness and fosters a deeper connection with ourselves and our surrounding. So the next time you think about movement, remember it's not just about physical fitness. It's about engaging in a practice that nurtures your body, mind, and soul. It's about finding harmony within and without, and celebrating the incredible resilience and capability that you possess. Number 2, be your own cheerleader. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, placed great emphasis on self-compassion and recognizing one's own worth. They knew something crucial that we often forget: the importance of being kind and supportive to ourselves. They taught that the relationship you have with yourself is the most important one you'll ever have. So, what does it really mean to be your own cheerleader? Imagine how you treat your best friend. You're there for them, offering support, lending an ear, celebrating their victories, and picking them up when they're down. Now, ask yourself, do you treat yourself with the same kindness, patience, and understanding? If the answer is no, then it's time to shift that perspective. Being your own cheerleader means acknowledging your efforts, forgiving your mistakes, and celebrating your victories, no matter how small. It's about reminding yourself, I'm my own best friend. This isn't just feel-good advice. It's a powerful tool against the loneliness and sadness that can sometimes sneak up on us. When you're your own best friend, you're never truly alone. You have a well of strength and compassion to draw from, right there within you. The Stoics understood that self-love was part of the bigger picture of living a virtuous life. To them, being your own cheerleader wasn't about ego or self-indulgence. It was about recognizing your inherent worth and using that as a foundation to build a life of purpose and meaning. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his own value and purpose, reminding himself of his role and worth in the grand tapestry of life. It was about being gentle with yourself so you could be strong for the challenges ahead. Consider the times when you faced significant challenges. Perhaps you were harsh on yourself for not meeting a goal or for making a mistake. Instead of being your worst critic, imagine shifting that internal dialogue to one of encouragement and understanding. Seneca wrote extensively about the importance of inner strength and the need to cultivate a kind and supportive relationship with oneself. To put this into practice, start by catching those moments when you're being your own worst critic. Replace that critical inner voice with one of encouragement. Celebrate your successes, learn from your setbacks, and treat yourself with the kindness you'd extend to your dearest friend. For example, if you've made a mistake at work, instead of berating yourself, acknowledge the effort you put in and focus on what you can learn from the experience. This shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering. It builds resilience, fosters a positive self-image, and most importantly, it reminds you that you're not alone in your journey. Just as the Stoics emphasized, by being your own cheerleader, you fortify yourself against the adversities of life and nurture a spirit of inner peace and contentment. So the next time you find yourself caught in the web of self-criticism, remember the wisdom of the Stoic. Embrace the role of your own cheerleader, offering yourself the same support and compassion you so freely give to others. This practice not only enhances your resilience, but also enriches your journey with a profound sense of self-worth and inner tranquility. Number 3, find satisfaction in what you have. We live in a world that constantly pushes us to want more, achieve more, and be more. Having dreams and goals is fantastic. It's what keeps us moving forward. But here's the kicker. Sometimes we get so caught up in reaching for what's next that we forget to appreciate what's right in front of us. Enter Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher king, with his timeless advice. He wasn't just ruling an empire. He was deeply invested in understanding how to live a meaningful life. One of his key teachings is finding happiness not just in achieving our goals, but in the very act of living, striving, and dreaming. Think about it. When you're running towards a goal, it's easy to think, I'll be happy when I get there. But Marcus Aurelius would say, find joy now in the running itself. It's about being present, appreciating the moments of struggle and growth, and recognizing the beauty in the process. This doesn't mean you shouldn't aim high or push yourself. It means weaving satisfaction and gratitude into the fabric of your daily life. Imagine the feeling of completing a challenging project at work. Instead of only celebrating the completion, Marcus Aurelius teaches us to find joy in the effort, the learning, and the incremental progress made along the way. This approach turns every step of the journey into a source of satisfaction. To apply this Stoic wisdom in our lives, start by taking a moment each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a good cup of coffee, conversation with a friend, or the progress you've made on a project. This practice trains your mind to notice and appreciate the good, even amidst challenges. But there's more to it than just gratitude. It's also about redefining what success looks like. Instead of measuring success solely by the outcome, consider the effort, the learning, and the growth that come with each step. Imagine working towards a fitness goal. Celebrate the small victories, like sticking to your workout plan for a week, and learn from the setbacks without letting them diminish your overall progress. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized this by suggesting that true wealth comes from learning to be content with less and valuing what you already possess. This doesn't mean abandoning ambition, but rather finding a balance between striving for more and appreciating the present. Consider the story of a person who starts each day with a gratitude journal. They write down 3 things they are thankful for, shifting their focus from what they lack to what they already have. This simple practice can transform one's outlook on life, making every day a little brighter and more fulfilling. By incorporating satisfaction and gratitude into your daily life, you build a foundation of contentment that supports your aspirations without letting them overshadow your present. It's about finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. Number 4, look at your life from a different perspective. Ever caught yourself getting so tangled up in the day-to-day that you forget there's a whole world out there? It happens to the best of us. We get zoomed in on our problems, our immediate needs, and struggles until that's all we can see. But what if you could zoom out and look at your life from a different vantage point? This idea isn't new. It's a Stoic practice known as the view from above. The Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, often encourage this practice to gain perspective. Imagine for a moment you're up in space, looking down on Earth. Your life, with all its challenges and triumphs, is just a tiny part of a vast interconnected world. Suddenly, the things that felt so big and overwhelming seem smaller and more manageable. This perspective shift is powerful because it reminds us of the bigger picture, helping us see beyond our immediate struggles and recognize that life is a complex tapestry of experiences. This doesn't mean our problems aren't significant. Instead, it's about understanding our place in the grand scheme of things, which can be incredibly liberating and humbling. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on this vastness in his meditations, urging himself to see the broader perspective and reminding himself of his small yet significant place in the universe. How can we incorporate this Stoic wisdom into our lives? Start by taking a few moments each day to pause and remind yourself of the vastness of life. You can do this through meditation, stargazing, or even looking at maps. The goal is to mentally zoom out and view your life from a broader perspective. Consider a time when you're feeling overwhelmed at work. By practicing the view from above, you can remind yourself of the countless other people going through their own struggles and successes. This practice can profoundly affect how we navigate challenges. When feeling stuck in a personal conflict, think about the billions of people on this planet, each with their own stories, struggles, and joys. Seneca also advocated for this practice, suggesting that we often magnify our problems out of proportion. By viewing our lives from a higher perspective, we see that many of our worries are temporary and insignificant in the grand scheme of things. This helps us approach them with a calmer, more balanced mindset. When you find yourself caught in daily stress, remind yourself of the view from above. Think about the endless expanse of the universe, countless stars and galaxies. It's a reminder that while our lives are important, they're also part of something much bigger. This shift in perspective can be a source of great comfort and resilience. By integrating this practice into our lives, we gain a sense of perspective and cultivate a connection to the larger fabric of existence. This Stoic exercise helps us maintain balance, reduce stress, and foster a deeper appreciation for the world around us. Number 5, the magic of shared experiences. There's an undeniable strength in facing challenges with others. Whether it's a tough hike with friends, a group project, or navigating life's ups and downs, it's about that collective spirit, the sense of unity that says, we're in this together. The Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, valued community and mutual support, They believed life isn't just about individual triumphs, but also about our connections with others, turning I into we. When we share our struggles and work together, we help ourselves and each other. Knowing you're not alone in your struggles is powerful. This isn't about diminishing your experiences. It's about recognizing that suffering is part of being human, and there's strength in facing it together. Imagine being part of a team at work. Challenging project becomes manageable through shared effort and support. This collective action exemplifies Stoic wisdom. Starts with being vulnerable and reaching out for support, building a community where everyone feels seen and heard. Consider joining a support group or sharing your story. These connections can profoundly impact our lives. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasized the importance of fellowship and working together for the common good. He believed that humans are social beings fulfilled through community and cooperation. Beyond emotional support, it's also about collective action. Working together on community projects or societal changes embodies Stoic principles, where united actions can lead to meaningful change. For example, community cleaning up a local park shows how small contributions create a welcoming space. This illustrates the Stoic idea that learning to suffer with others means finding solace in the shared human experience and discovering strength in collective resilience. Supporting and uplifting each other transforms individual struggles into shared victory. The Stoics teach that by embracing shared experiences, we build a stronger, more resilient community. Through emotional support and collaboration, we find strength and comfort in our connection. By integrating this Stoic wisdom, we appreciate the power of community. Our struggles are part of a larger human experience, and through shared efforts, we achieve great things. This collective resilience enriches our lives with a deeper sense of belonging and purpose. Number 6, know when you need a helping hand. Imagine you're caught in a storm, winds howling, rain pouring, and it's just you standing there. Stoicism doesn't say stand alone and take it. It says, know when to say, hey, can someone pass me a shield? There's undeniable strength in numbers. Understanding that we're part of something bigger, a community, helps us navigate life's challenges. Asking for help is a testament to human connection. It acknowledges our limitations and embraces the fact that we're not isolated. We're interconnected beings, dependent on one another for support, guidance, and strength. There's something profoundly Stoic about this realization. It's a recognition of our shared humanity, a nod to the idea that we're all part of the same cosmic fabric. Marcus Aurelius reflected on the importance of community in his Meditations. He understood that seeking help wasn't a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. It's about knowing when to rely on others and understanding that true strength lies in our ability to connect and support one another. How do we apply this Stoic wisdom in our lives? By recognizing it's okay not to have all the answers. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. What's important is how we respond. Do we isolate ourselves, or do we reach out and seek guidance? The Stoics would advocate for leaning on our community, finding strength in collective wisdom and experience. Consider facing a difficult decision at work. Instead of struggling alone, consult a trusted colleague. Seeking help provides different perspectives and strengthens bonds. It's about creating a support network where everyone benefits. Asking for help is not just about receiving, it's also about giving. By allowing others to help us, we enable mutual growth and support, enriching our lives and those around us. This mutual exchange embodies Stoic virtues of courage, wisdom, and community. In daily life, embracing this Stoic principle means being open to both giving and receiving help. Recognize the strength and vulnerability and the power of community. By supporting one another, we all grow stronger. Next time you feel overwhelmed, remember the Stoics. Reach out, ask for help, and be ready to offer it in return. This practice helps us navigate life's storms and builds trust and mutual support, enhancing our collective resilience. Number 7, focus on your path. Stoicism teaches us the value of knowing what's truly important and sticking to it like glue. It's not about ignoring the world around you, but discerning what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Think of it like this. Your life is a journey, and on this journey, you've got your own personal roadmap, your goals, dreams, and aspirations. The Stoics would say that's your North Star, your guiding light. Imagine you're on this path, and all around you there's a constant buzz. Social media notifications, the latest trends, news cycles. It's easy to get sidetracked and lose sight of where you are heading. But focusing on your path means remembering that North Star, even when the night is darkest and the distractions are at their loudest. Marcus Aurelius often talked about staying true to oneself and not getting lost in the chaos of external events. He'd say, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This powerful insight is a call to maintain your course and stay true to your journey, even when the world seems determined to pull you off track. So how do we do this? How do we keep our focus in a world that never stops talking? First, by taking a moment every day to remind ourselves of our goals and values. What are you working towards? What's truly important to you? Then it's about setting boundaries. Yes, boundaries. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your path. It's okay to step back from the noise and focus on what matters to you. Consider the example of a professional athlete. Their North Star might be winning a championship. They set boundaries by following a strict training regimen, ignoring distractions like unhealthy food or late-night parties. This discipline keeps them aligned with their goals. Perhaps the most stoic approach to focusing on your path is understanding and accepting that there will be obstacles and distractions. These are part of the journey. The key is not to let them deter you, but to use them as opportunities to strengthen your resolve, practice resilience, and reaffirm your commitment to your path. Seneca advised that we should not be disturbed by things beyond our control, but should focus on what we can change. This wisdom helps us navigate our path without being overwhelmed by external noise. By integrating this Stoic wisdom into our lives, we learn to appreciate the power of focus and resilience. We recognize that while the world around us may be full of distractions, our true strength lies in our ability to stay committed to our journey. Every day presents a chance to refocus on what truly matters. Take time to reflect, set clear boundaries, and embrace obstacles as growth opportunities. This practice helps us remain steadfast on our path, guided by our North Star, amidst the distractions and challenges of life. Number 8. Remember the impermanence of things. From the mightiest emperors to the simplest of folks, we all share the same fate. Everything changes, everything passes, and in this constant flux, there's a beautiful reminder to live fully and cherish every moment. You might think, well, that's kind of a downer, isn't it? But stick with me. This isn't about dwelling on the morbid or getting lost in existential dread. Quite the opposite. Recognizing the impermanence of things is about embracing the preciousness of the now. Understanding that nothing lasts forever gives us an incredible opportunity to make the most of the time we have. Think of it as looking at life through a Stoic lens, where Marcus Aurelius tells us, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. The powerful call to action. Not about fear, but motivation. It's a nudge to stop putting off what truly matters, to stop waiting for someday, because all we truly have is today. So how do we embody the Stoic wisdom in our daily lives? First, by practicing gratitude. Take a moment each day to appreciate the people around you, the experiences you have, and even the simple joys. It's about savoring the small things and finding beauty in the transient nature of life. For instance, think about enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning. Instead of rushing through it, take a moment to savor the flavor, the warmth, and the peacefulness of that moment. Next, it's about living authentically. If our time is indeed limited, then why waste it on not being true to ourselves? Why spend it on pursuits that don't align with our values or bring us joy? The Stoics urge us to live a life true to our principles. For example, consider your career. Are you in a job that aligns with your values and brings you satisfaction? If not, it might be time to rethink your path. And finally, it's about letting go. Letting go of grudges, the past, and even the fear of what's to come. Understand that just as the seasons change, so too do the chapters of our lives. In this constant change, there's growth, learning, and most importantly, the chance to start anew. Seneca often reminded us that holding on to anger and resentment only harms ourselves. Imagine the relief and freedom in releasing these burdens. This Stoic approach to impermanence can transform how we live our lives. It encourages us to focus on what truly matters, to appreciate the present, and to live authentically. Consider how you would interact with loved ones. Instead of taking them for granted, express your appreciation and love regularly. Recognize that every moment is fleeting, and that this impermanence is what makes it precious. Embracing the impermanence of things helps us to live more fully and intentionally. It reminds us that our time is finite and thus incredibly valuable. Every day, every moment is an opportunity to be present, act according to our values, and to connect deeply with those around us. So, as you go about your daily life, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. Practice gratitude, live authentically, and let go of what holds you back. Embrace the impermanence of life as a powerful motivator to live fully and cherish every moment you have. Number 9. Embrace adversity. The Stoics teach us that adversity isn't just something to endure, but something to embrace. They believe that every setback and challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Think about it. Life tests us, pushing us out of our comfort zones. Instead of bracing against these moments, what if we welcomed them? What if we saw each challenge as a chance to develop parts of ourselves that need strengthening? Imagine life throws you a curveball, like a job loss or a personal setback. The initial reaction might be disappointment or frustration. But here's where Stoic wisdom comes in. Instead of being knocked down, you step up, ready to learn and grow. You ask, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? This isn't about dismissing the difficulty of tough situations. It's about acknowledging the struggle and finding the courage and resilience. Face it head on. It's about transforming adversity into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Marcus Aurelius, faced with immense pressures, viewed each obstacle as an opportunity to practice virtue and wisdom. His resilience exemplifies the Stoic belief in the power of mindset. Consider losing a job. The immediate reaction might be fear, but by embracing this adversity, you could view it as a chance to pursue a new career path, learn new skills, or start a business. This mindset shift turns a setback into a growth opportunity. The more we practice embracing adversity, the better we become at navigating life's challenges. We see patterns, lessons, and opportunities for growth where we never expected. Seneca spoke of adversity as a teacher, suggesting true wisdom comes from overcoming obstacles. So the next time you face a challenge, remember the Stoic approach. Embrace adversity. Look it in the eye and say, I see you, and I'm ready to learn from you. This mindset shift can change not just how you face challenges, but how you move through the world. In daily life, seek out challenges that push your boundaries. This could be a difficult project at work, a challenging physical activity, or learning a new skill. Each act builds resilience and prepares you for life's inevitable adversities. By embracing adversity, you grow individually and inspire those around you to see challenges as opportunities. This collective resilience strengthens our communities and enhances our ability to support one another through tough times. Embrace adversity. Use it as a tool for growth and transformation. Cultivate a mindset that withstands life's storms and thrives, continually seeking to learn and grow from every experience. Number 10. Don't bottle up your emotions. Feeling down, alone, or overwhelmed is like carrying a boulder on your shoulders. Even the wisest Stoics, paragons of virtue and resilience, felt the weight of the world at times. They understood something crucial that we often forget. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be vulnerable. This is all part of the rich tapestry of the human experience. Stoicism isn't about denying your emotions or pretending they don't exist. It's about recognizing them, understanding them, and learning how to respond in a healthy and constructive way. The Stoics valued wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, but they were also proponents of self-awareness and emotional intelligence. They knew that to face life's challenges with strength and dignity, one must first acknowledge and understand their own feeling. For example, Marcus Aurelius often wrote in his meditations about his struggles and emotions, reflecting on how to deal with them constructively. This practice helped him maintain his composure and resilience. So, when you're feeling down or overwhelmed, remember this. It's not just you, it's a universal experience that connects us all. There's strength in admitting, hey, I'm struggling a bit here. This is the first step in lifting that boulder off your shoulders and setting it down. But here's the key. Don't just acknowledge your emotions in solitude. Share them. Talk to a friend, a family member, or a therapist. Anyone who can lend a sympathetic ear. In sharing our vulnerabilities, we find strength. We realize we're not alone in our struggles. And that connection, that shared human experience, can be incredibly healing. Consider the example of Seneca, who advised seeking out friends for honest conversations about one's troubles. He believed in the power of community and support, understanding that while the journey of self-improvement and resilience is personal, it doesn't have to be solitary. We're social creatures, wired for connection, and it's in those connections that we find comfort, support, and a way to lighten the load. So, when you feel the weight of the world, remember the Stoic approach. Don't bottle up your emotions. Recognize and understand them, then share them with others. This practice not only helps you, but also fosters deeper connections and mutual support within your community. By embracing this Stoic wisdom, we learn to navigate our emotions constructively, find strength in vulnerability, and build a supportive network that helps us face life's challenges together. This approach not only lightens our emotional load, but also enriches our relationships and our resilience. Number 11. Seek stillness. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature and the workings of the universe, were strong advocates for meditation and reflection. They knew the value of carving out moments of quiet in their day-to-day lives, moments where they could press pause on the external chaos and dive deep into their own thoughts and feelings. In these moments of stillness, they found clarity, peace, and essential insights into how to live a virtuous and fulfilling life. Applying this Stoic practice to our lives today might seem daunting. Our schedules are packed, our phones are buzzing, and there always seems to be something demanding our attention. But seeking stillness isn't about shunning the modern world or retreating to a cave, tempting as that might sound. It's about finding pockets of peace amidst the noise, moments where you can disconnect from the external and connect with the internal. Imagine life as a bustling city, with cars honking, people rushing, and screens flashing. Seeking stillness is like finding a quiet park in the heart of that city, a place where you can sit on a bench, close your eyes, and just breathe. It's about pressing pause, even if just for a few minutes, to tune into yourself and the world around you in a more mindful, deliberate way. Take Marcus Aurelius, who would write in his Meditations during moments of solitude, reflecting on his thoughts and actions. He found these moments invaluable for gaining perspective and maintaining his inner peace amidst the pressures of being an emperor. Similarly, we can find our moments of stillness in simple ways. You don't need anything special to find this stillness. You don't need an hour of silent meditation at dawn, though that's great if you can manage it, or a week-long retreat in the wilderness. All you need is a few moments of intentionality. It could be as simple as turning off your phone for a bit, going for a quiet walk without any headphones, or just sitting comfortably and focusing on your breath. Consider Seneca, who advised finding quiet times to reflect on one's day and action. He believed that these moments of contemplation were crucial for personal growth and maintaining a balanced life. By incorporating such practices, you can create a space to hear your own thoughts more clearly, understand your emotions, and gain insights into what truly matters to you. In these moments of stillness, we can find our true selves. We gain clarity, understand our emotions, and reflect on our values. This clarity brings a sense of peace, offering a respite from life's constant demands and anxieties. So, next time you find yourself overwhelmed by the hustle and bustle, remember the Stoic approach. Seek stillness. Carve out those moments of peace amidst the chaos. Embrace the silence and let it guide you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world. Number 12. Accept things as they are. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable, full of twists, turns, and the occasional pothole. They believed in embracing this uncertainty, not with resignation, but with a kind of robust peace. They taught that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond to what happened. Accepting things as they are is not about passivity or giving up. It's about recognizing that some things are simply beyond our control, and that's okay. It's about focusing our energy not on lamenting the what-ifs, but on embracing the what is. This doesn't mean we stop striving or give up on our dreams and ambitions. Instead, it means we approach our goals with a sense of calmness and clarity, knowing that we've done our part and the rest is out of our hand. Imagine how freeing it is to let go of the need to control every aspect of our lives. Think about the storms of worry and anxiety we can avoid by simply accepting that some things are as they are. This acceptance allows us to move through life with grace and ease, which is not only admirable, but deeply practical. Take Marcus Aurelius, who often wrote about accepting fate with tranquility. He believed that by accepting things as they are, we align ourselves with the very flow of life. We're acknowledging that, like the seasons, life has its cycles of growth and decay, success and setback. In this acceptance, there's a profound peace to be found, a solid ground to stand on amidst life's constant changes. Consider a situation where you've faced a significant setback, like a failed project at work. The initial reaction might be frustration or disappointment. However, by applying Stoic wisdom, you can accept the situation, understand what is within your control, and focus on moving forward. This mindset not only reduces stress, but also enhances your ability to handle future challenges. When we accept things as they are, we're not surrendering to fate. We're aligning ourselves with the natural flow of life. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic, thought that we should distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. This clarity helps us invest our energy wisely. So, the next time you find yourself caught in a whirlwind of what-ifs, take a deep breath and remember the Stoic wisdom. Focus on what's within your control, do your best, and then let the rest unfold as it will. Accept things as they are, not because you have no influence on the world, but because it's the most effective way to live in harmony with. Imagine the peace that comes with this acceptance. It's like standing firm while the world around you shifts and changes. This acceptance is not passive, but an active engagement with reality, understanding that life's uncertainties are part of the human experience. As you move through your day, your week, your life, carry these Stoic lessons close to your heart. Let them be a guiding light in the dark, a reminder that even in the midst of chaos, there's a well of strength and serenity within you, waiting to be tapped. Embrace the wisdom of accepting things as they are, and you'll find a path forward filled with grace and resilience. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic wisdom, remember that these lessons are not just ancient philosophy, but practical tools for our modern lives. By embracing movement, being your own cheerleader, finding satisfaction in what you have, and looking at life from a different perspective, we can navigate life's challenges with grace. Knowing when to seek a helping hand, focusing on your path, understanding the transitory nature of life, embracing adversity, not bottling up emotions, seeking stillness, and accepting things as they are, can profoundly transform our lives. Stoicism teaches us that the key to a fulfilling life lies in our response to the world around us. It's about finding strength in vulnerability, clarity in chaos, and peace in acceptance. Let these principles guide you through the ups and downs, helping you to live a life of resilience and serenity. If you found these insights valuable, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365 for more wisdom and practical tips. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's build a community where we support and uplift each other through the teachings of Stoicism. Leave a comment below sharing how you plan to incorporate these Stoic lessons into your daily life. Thank you for watching, and stay strong, Stoics.